Good morning. I'm Michelle Macy, and I'm excited to present to you some information about the Data and Publications Committee, which I chair. The MEDIC Collaborative has really started to receive attention from those who are interested in using our population and our network as a lab to be conducting studies. We've been approached in the last month by a team of investigators out of Lurie Children's in Chicago, Children's Hospital Philadelphia, as well as some leadership in the PCARN Emergency Department Network to take part in a submission to PCORI. That is a specific call looking to address antibiotic stewardship in community and general emergency departments where children receive care. PCORI runs on pretty tight deadlines, so that grant is something that we're in active communication with PCORI and the investigators to understand a little bit more about what it would entail, and we'll be following up with teams and sites regarding their interest in potentially participating in letters of support for that initiative. There is a grant that is going in as a resubmission to the NIH looking at safe discharge of adults with low risk PE. And that's led by a team of investigators at Michigan Medicine. And we're hopeful that this second time around, they'll be responsive to the comments from reviewers and achieve successful funding. In December, a grant went in through a special call with an interest in addressing disparities in pain management through a unique mechanism called R61, R33. And we anticipate hearing maybe in the summer or the fall back on that project, which was also led by investigators from Michigan Medicine, including Chris Fung, who is now part of the Clinical Coordinating Center team here with MEDIC. And then Keith and others have been very active in a number of initiatives and are continuing to look towards additional funding for their opioid use disorder and interventions that are implemented in the emergency departments. So lots of interest and a lot of activity and a lot of potential to understand the impact of collaboratives like MEDIC on improving care. The group's also been active in terms of disseminating results with a manuscript that's in a revision state by James Paxton as the lead author, looking at CTPE diagnostic yield and alternative findings on those studies. There's also been national presentations with the Emergency Nurse Association by the ECS group looking at the heart score utilization and its impact on safe discharge for low-risk chest pain patients, and a poster that was presented at the Henry Ford Health System Quality Improvement Forum. And this work was a multi-site project that looked at decreasing hospital admission rates in low-risk chest pain patients that are presenting to the ED. Picking up on work that was initiated over the summer by our student interns, Sarah Elazab and Timberly Whittius, we are continuing to explore health equity and disparities within our network. And there is work looking at the variation in how demographic data are collected within MEDIC, and then how that data collection shapes our interpretation of looking at disparities that we see within our quality measures. There's also work looking at patients over time within the network, and when they are in multiple visits, are there changes in their race and ethnicity or the presence of missingness in that data? And Rama Salhi is leading that work on analysis of the registry. Also looking to understand the data collection processes within Michigan emergency departments. And we have new collaborators in the School of Public Health, including Jeff McCullough and Angela Gangerman, who are health economists, and they're taking econometric approaches to exploring the potential for racial bias in disparities of care. That is a project that has been under conversation with the Data and Publication Committee, and the investigators have been very responsive and talking with some of our committee leads so that they're able to refine their questions, and the Data and Publication Committee will review their revisions and make a determination about moving forward with that analysis with them. Another initiative that we're taking on in this space is increasing the robustness of our electronic data dictionary, and including updates that are better capturing and more accurately capturing preferred language, gender identity, sexual orientation, veteran status, and then including more detail and nuance on race and ethnicity, recognizing that some sites have really advanced the collection of those data and are going to be helpful to our improving understanding of where differences exist in quality of care. And similar to the executive committee, we have open seats in the Data and Publication Committee, and we are very interested in bringing new folks who are research oriented and research curious into that space. The voting members have a few duties. They review and vet data requests, grant proposals, manuscripts, abstracts, and applications to use the MEDIC data. We have quarterly and ad hoc meetings and do a fair amount of our work just via email communications. Want to let people know that this does not need to be your clinical champion at your site, nor does it need to be a physician, but we are interested in individuals who have some research experience or research awareness so that they can contribute actively to the decision-making around what research and publications come out of MEDIC. And like all things, if you're interested, reach out to Megan Hukikian and she'll be able to make some connections, and we will follow up with you on those that you would like to nominate, or if you'd like to self-nominate. We're very interested in filling these seats and keeping this important work moving forward.